Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to my show on YouTube, The Real Thomas Markle Jr. and Friends, and we're back. Yeah, it's been a little hiatus or whatever, just getting settled in. But yeah, we're starting to put things together, messing around with like different backgrounds and what have it. But got a lot of really good things in store, a lot of really good projects coming up. Like I said, yes, the documentary is happening. We are definitely moving right along. So that's going to be really good. Some people ask, how come I don't spill the tea all the time? Well, it's because, this whole time I've been waiting and working on this project. So it'll all come out. There's quite a bit. It's going to be a great story about the Markles, the real Markles. So we got a couple little stray idiots still out there, like leaving comments that, one of the comments was must be nice to afford a new house. Riding my sister's coattails. You seriously have no life whatsoever if you're worried about how I can afford to rent a house in Mexico. It's called brains. Because more bang for the buck, really nice house on the beach for $850. You're probably sitting in like a 6x6 studio apartment somewhere, getting payment from some horrible boss that pays you to make comments on my channel. No life, seriously. Go out, get laid, have a life, have a drink, relax, find a different career, find a different employer. Oh yeah, anyway, but it's good to be back, and you just got to let those comments just roll off the back of you like nothing, because they don't mean shit. It actually amuses me, gives me more content. So whatever, keep them coming if you have to. Doesn't bother me. Anyway, like I said, I've got a little show I put together for you, so it should be pretty entertaining, because it always makes me laugh when I play it back and watch and edit it. So anyway, what else is on the agenda? I guess Montecito was flooding, and the only people who weren't told to leave were M&H. Anyway, I hope everybody up in Montecito, I have a lot of friends up there, and hope everybody is well and no damage, and everybody's safe and with their families and no harm done. But I looked at the weather radar, and there is a storm, I think the size of Texas, still off the coast, out in the middle of the ocean, still coming in. So there's a lot more rain coming. So everybody should prepare for that and stay safe. Everybody I know is sick. So there are some really nasty flus going around. I was a victim of a really bad one. Still hit and miss, still coming, still goes away, but oh well. On the other hand, thank you, UK, thank you, Australia. I still get flooded with the most amazing comments, and the concern that you have for my father and Samantha and myself is just overwhelming, and it's so heartwarming to hear that. So we all really appreciate it. That's really awesome. And the stuck-up bitch who still didn't call her dad for Christmas or New Year's or anything, you know what you can do. You make your bed, you sleep in it. So I don't know how that's going to play out, but I think we're going to find out. But voted the most unpopular, annoying person in the world. Well, that's a pretty good award. But anyway, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. If you can't let things go, and if you can't move on and admit your wrongdoing, then, you get what life gives you. Is money the most important thing? No, it's not. I've been comfortable sometimes in my life, made plenty of money, just being comfortable and being a genuine good person and being happy and letting negative things go, that's where it counts. So bummer for you, you know, you have to go to bed at night and, you know, but I'll tell you what, that stress is definitely showing in your face, Megan. Yep. Someday you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to, you know, look like Cruella DeVille, you know, the witch from The Wizard of Oz. That's what you're going to look like, because stress and karma is going to get you like it is now. Anyway, enough of that. Anyway, my channel, hilarious, entertainment purposes only, as usual. If you don't like it and you're not laughing, there's definitely something wrong with you mentally. Anyway, love you guys and enjoy the show, and we will definitely keep them coming. Bye. Good evening and welcome to Almost 60 Minutes. Tonight, we bring you a man who has endured some of the most amazing, lifelong, and mentally challenging things of his entire lifetime. But most of all, he's now worldwide famous for losing the majority of his little penis to frostbite. Stay tuned. I'm your host this evening, Chick Magnet, and this is Almost 60 Minutes. Having a frostbitten penis is a life-changing experience. Welcome, welcome, Big H. Welcome to Almost 60 Minutes. Thank you for joining our show. We could not be happier. So please, if you could, please go into a little bit of detail and tell us some of the life-changing events that you've had to endure these last few years. We're all ears, and you know, it's just, it's on everybody's mind. But most of all, you really need to get into detail about the frozen penis. Having a frostbitten penis is a life-changing experience. So tell us there, Big H. Now, you say that you were abused and picked on and beat up by your big brother. Can you go into a little bit of detail about that? I mean, because that sounds just like a normal family thing that every family in the world goes through. Can you just elaborate a little bit? Oh, hello, Chick. Oh, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's great to be here. Yeah, my big brother, he used to just, let me go into detail about that. That was very dramatic and traumatic. Yeah, traumatic, yeah. As my wife would correct me and slap me upside my head. Yeah, traumatic. Yeah, he used to slap me in my head also and make fun of me, and he used to run up behind me wherever I was, and he used to reach down inside my trousers, and he used to pull my underwear up all the way up inside my butt crack and lift me off the ground and then laugh at me. I started crying all the time, but I think that's what big brothers do. And the other thing is that he was really mean to me. And yeah, it was just something I couldn't understand. Being the little brother, he always used to pick on me. He would give me everlasting titty twisters. He would grab a hold of my nipple and turn it and squeeze it so hard it would make me cry and pee myself. Yeah, still to this day, my nipples are purple and swollen and very sensitive, although my wife likes that. Frozen penis. Frozen penis. And I knew you were going to ask about the frozen penis. Well, let me explain a little bit. I'm not too really sure how it happened. I think it was definitely a night of partying. And I'm not too sure where I was or how I ended up in subarctic conditions with my pants around my ankle, freezing my penis off. But all I can say is having a frostbitten penis is a life-changing experience. I mean, right now, it looks like a little barbecued Vienna sausage with 2 grilled little lima beans for my testicles. And it's charbroiled on one side, I mean, I lost 70% of it. And it was only about 2 inches to begin with, so I'm not doing too good down there anymore. But not too many people have the balls, well, I used to have the balls, but not anymore, to go on national television or talk about losing their penis to frostbite in a book or on TV, but I'm not afraid because my wife told me we'll make lots of money from it. So it's going to be okay. I don't use it much anymore anyway, but yeah, frozen penis. What does your wife say about it? I mean, do you guys still get it on in the old love shack there? I mean, does a frostbitten penis get an erection? Can you still have children, or can you have kids? Having a frostbitten penis is a life-changing experience. Having a frostbitten penis is a life-changing experience. Well, I think I can sort of kind of have sex with it still. I'm not too sure. I haven't tried. And as far as having children, well, my wife told me to stay away from that subject because that's no comment on that. Yeah, no comment. Frozen penis. Can I satisfy my wife sexually? Oh God, no. That's completely impossible. I don't have a giant yacht, or you know, I don't. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough money for that. But the only thing that really excites my wife is lying on television and throwing people under the bus and her family and everything else, and lying all the time and getting paid millions of dollars to lie. Yeah, that's what gives my wife orgasms. She comes a lot. Yeah. Frozen penis. Oh, wow. Well, that's just fascinating there. I wish you all the luck on that, and hopefully there's some reconstructive surgery that you could get to probably bring it back to something more adequate. Anyway, let's get on to the next subject here. Tell us about those 25 kills. It looks like a little barbecued Vienna sausage with 2 grilled little lima beans for my testicles and penis. Yeah, when I was over in, about the 25 kills, when I was over in the war zone, my unit they jumped in the choppers and they were leaving, and I ran because I was still going to the bathroom and wiping my booty, and the helicopter was leaving, so I ran as fast as I could. And when I got there, they told me to stay behind and guard the food. Yeah, guard the mess hall. They told me it's very important that I stay behind and guard the mess hall. So I did, because I felt as right then and there it was a really important job that they gave me. So I went over there to the cafeteria and I sat down and I just guarded. I guarded until the sun went down. But you know, during the day, I mean, it was really scary. I mean, I heard a lot of gunshots way miles and miles away, and that scared me a lot. So I just grabbed my coloring book and I just started coloring like I always do. But after a while, I got really bored of coloring. So I went and I got some pudding and some cookies, and I sat down and I was waiting, you know, and I checked on all the food and it was all safe. But then the storm came. I was sitting there, right, eating my pudding and my cookies, and I noticed the enemy was closing in on me. So I had no choice whatsoever to grab my weapon of choice, and I grabbed it right out of my back pocket. I grabbed my magnifying glass and I burned to death 25 little ants that were trying to get to the food. My cookies and my pudding were at stake, and it was my duty to protect it, because my platoon and my unit, they told me that was my duty. So I did it. I don't feel good about it, but I did it. And I still have nightmares because, you know, I'd take the sun and burn them with a magnifying glass, and they would pop and smoke, and it smelled horrible, like burning insects. You know, I'm just, you know, I did therapy for quite some time because, as everybody knows, you know, any medical treatment or any therapy that you need at the palace is readily available all the time. So I did a lot of therapy and I got over it. Still to this day, I just, now I walk over ants. I won't even step on them. Yeah. Wow, that's one incredible story. Thank God you stayed behind to watch the mess hall. Otherwise, all that food for them soldiers could have been sacrificed. You played a very important role. I can see that. It looks like a little barbecued Vienna sausage with 2 grilled little lima beans for my testicles and penis. So there you have it, folks, this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next week when we're going to host the world's most hated woman on the planet right now. Oh, fuck. It's going to be a one-sided interview with no fact-checking whatsoever, because that's the only way she'll do an interview. Thank you, folks. Have a good evening. I'm Chick Magnet, and this has been Almost 60 Minutes. With 2 grilled little lima beans for my testicles and penis. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the show. I'm still getting things sorted out. Excuse me, organized in my house. So yeah, I mean, it took a lot to get this out, but it's an icebreaker and we're going to be off and running. It's going to be great. So don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends, producers, TV stations, comedy stations, anybody. Tell them, say, hey, I know this really funny guy. So I should have my own show, but the Lord works in mysterious ways, and yes, it does. Anyway, love you guys, and we'll see you next week or sooner. Who knows? Frozen penis.